How's it going, everyone? I know no one's doing great. They're trying to ban an app because they're lying to us, but you know what? If you're on that app right now, do me a favor and follow me. Mass followings, I'll follow people too. I don't know. It's going to be banned here anyway. I just want to see what happens. I'd like to see my numbers skyrocket up at some point in time. Feel free to follow me on YouTube. This is going there as well. The US government is here to ban TikTok. Now, they're lying to you. It's not because it's a Chinese communist propaganda machine or a Chinese Communist Party spyware. I mean, come on, no one believes that, and you know you don't believe that. The fact of the matter truly is, they sell your data to the Chinese government anyway. That means Google, that means Facebook, that means YouTube, that means Amazon, that means any company you can imagine takes your data and sells it to the Chinese government anyway. Remember when a few years ago, or even last year, they had the Singaporean CEO on the stand in the United States and were just yelling bullshit at him, asking him if he was part of the Chinese Communist Party, and all he said was no. And he even said he fought for his country in Singapore. And they just continued to say that he was part of it without any evidence. It's kind of like calling out for a wolf, and all there is a tree shrub there, and there never was a wolf. And now they're choosing to ban it. Now, we all know the true reason they're choosing to ban it is because Facebook, Google, X, I'm sure even many other platforms have decided to line the government's pockets very handsomely. Let's not sit here and lie to ourselves and act like they haven't been paid to do this. They definitely have, because they're all greedy pigs. They don't care about you. They don't care about us. They never have, never will. That's the unfortunate thing about this, which the only person who's come out besides one congressman is Trump, who said he wants to save TikTok. And it seems right now that they're purposely going to ban it the day before his inauguration, so he has no choice but to let the situation be what it is. If you don't believe me on anything I'm saying here, do you guys remember a few years ago when GameStop was going to be short an exponential rate by Wall Street, BlackRock, Vanguard, whatever you want to call it? But Wall Street, and some guy figured it out. And because he was able to figure it out, he knew the best idea was to just start plugging money into it, which created a large movement of American people investing large amounts of money into GameStop, making some people millionaires and some people lost. The American government tried to sit there and call that insider trading. It's not insider trading. That's screwing your buddies on Wall Street. That's the only reason you cared. If people did that to literally anything else, such as the Haktua coin, let's remember that, you wouldn't have cared at all, because that's not screwing over your Wall Street buddies. No. So you don't care. That doesn't matter. I mean, explain to me how you guys haven't been doing insider trading for years, and yet Nancy Pelosi has one of the best portfolios and stock exchanges in human history, in American history, that anyone has ever seen. You're not telling me there's some insider trading there? No, you're going to say that's not happening? You're lying. Just like most of you multimillionaires. You're lying. If you're in the government, you are insider trading. If you're not, prove it. It make it illegal for you guys to trade stocks, but you won't do that. You won't do that. You're not going to do that. And because of your own inept ability to process any thoughts besides money, you're forcing people to not just leave TikTok behind, but go for the real Chinese Communist Party app. You know, this little thing called RedNote. I don't know if you've heard about it, but what it basically is the Chinese version of TikTok that gives China the full availability to read all of your data, except for free. They don't have to buy it from anyone. And they are welcoming Americans in stride. And they're making fun of us. Now, don't let me sit here and act, because I'm not. Don't let me sit here and act like the Chinese Communist government's good, because they're not. They're absolutely not. And since that app is controlled by them, they're going to push a narrative making it seem like China is a lot better than the situation they actually are in. I took ancient Chinese history when I was going into school. The situation there is not good. Don't sit here. I'm not going to sit here and act like it is. But the whole point of them banning it was because it was giving China our information. Well, unfortunately, this has backfired on you, government. Backfired on you so hard that people are just giving it to them for free anyway, instead of you being able to make any money off of it. Now, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this. The real fact of the matter is, you weren't able to control the narrative. Unfortunately, no one watches MSNBC or MSNBC, NBC News, Fox News, CNN News. No one cares about that. We all know they're lying to us. You guys control that part of the media. Hell, at this point, you guys are as bad as the Chinese Communist Party. Everyone knows it. Everyone sees it. You're liars. You're fakes. You're frauds. That's why half of you would go on to TikTok, make an account, talk to all of us about the situation going on and why this bill's being passed, why this bill isn't being passed, should this be passed, call your congressman, vote for me. Now that's a big little one at the end. Vote for me. The leaders behind the TikTok ban. Here, let me think about this. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. You guys had a TikTok. Not only did you have a TikTok, you used it to talk to the younger audience to get you reelected. Not only are you using the app that you're going to ban. You're doing it for a re-election, and you're still sitting here saying that it's Chinese spyware. You're liars. We all know it. No one wants to use Instagram Reels. Instagram Reels sucks. All it is at this point is girls on there being what you would call OnlyFans girls. They're acting like they're on there shaking their ass. That's it. That's all they're doing on there. They're doing nothing. They're literally doing nothing else. They're shaking their ass on camera. The algorithm on Instagram sucks. The algorithm on Facebook sucks. These places all suck. They're not fun, they're not good, they're not interesting. Nothing good happens on them. They're all controlled by you. I don't know if you guys remember, but in the 2020 election, and this came out and confirmed by Mark Zuckerberg, the Biden administration actually forced the Facebook and Meta Corporation to do his bidding for him. That means deleting any information that could hurt him, calling it all lies, even if it wasn't, so on and so forth. Now, I'm not saying I'm politically aligned one way or another. It is what it is. But the fact of the matter is they were covering shit up because they could, or they would shut Facebook down. The government wants to continue to control the narrative and not make it seem like they are in some sort of totalitarian dictatorship situation, which they totally are. I mean, at this point, if you look at one party, look at the other party, they're almost exactly the same. They work with each other, which you'd imagine that'd be good for the American people, but they're really only working for themselves. That's why they have millions of dollars in their bank account, and you can barely scrape enough money up to get yourself Fruity Pebbles for a week to eat, hoping that they won't become stale, even though you know, and I know, they will be stale by the second day, because they don't care about us, they don't care about you, they don't care about your well-being. Now, if they sat there and told me the reason they're trying to ban this app for these younger kids is because it destroys the neuroscience inside of a young child's mind, making it because they are going in an infinite loop or a hunt of a dopamine rush to never end up getting the fulfillment dopamine rush at the end, because let's not lie, doom scrolling isn't good for you. There is no accomplishment at the end. It is a constant chase that doesn't end, but then you might as well just ban RuneScape too. There are plenty of things with that mindset. There are plenty of things that never have a big goal in it. But still, I could understand because it can destroy a young child's brain activity and how it functions and all of that. I would have been able to accept that more. Instead, you decide to sit here and lie and act like you're holier than thou, using the same app to get yourself elected, just to ban it a few months later, just to be a giant piece of shit. And that's it. You don't care about the American people. We see that. You're liars. At this point, if you're an American citizen, download Red Note if you want to give all your information to the Chinese government. I'm not going to. I'll continue to post on the Red app and, I don't know, maybe X. We'll see. I will continue to do what I do. You can use a VPN as well. That'll do it as well. But everyone have a great day, night, and or evening, and I'll see you in the future. Can't wait for maybe Vine to possibly come back. We need something new in America, but let's be honest, it's not going to happen. As long as the American government can't control it, they're not going to allow anything like TikTok to happen again. His insurance company's denial claims have only risen since he's been there. And they're going to act like that's okay, even though half of the people in America can't afford their meds, medical bills, so on and so forth. The government's corrupt, and they're going to continue to be corrupt. I don't know how to solve it. I don't think many people know how to solve it, and I'm not going to sit here and act like I do. But government, if you're listening to this, you're wrong, you're fucked, shut up. Do your job and do the bidding for the people. But we all know only 30% of the laws that the people actually want passed go through, and 70% of the laws by your big company friends do. And they'll continue to line your pockets for you.